6:24, the great Brian Sheely's here, and of course talking about, well, the brand new competition when it comes to the Amazon Kindle Fire, the Barnes & Noble Nook Tablet, and how they stack up against the iPad 2. You actually like these items, right?
I do. You know, as a longtime iPad fan, I am actually known to own a Kindle at home, and the fact that Amazon and Barnes & Noble have both put out two devices that are kind of in the same category as the iPad, I think is great for the industry. I think, you know, at a $200 and $250 price point is probably right about in a lot of people's sweet spots for this holiday season. The first one is the Amazon Kindle Fire. This actually releases today.
Awesome.
It's available for $199. As opposed to the iPad, it only has a 7-inch display, which is a little smaller but more compact. It has a 1 gigahertz dual-core processor. It has Wi-Fi only, so there's no 3G access. So you have to be at a Wi-Fi hotspot to be able to download content for this thing. And it only has an 8 gigabyte storage capacity for it. So, you know, you can't go load up a whole bunch of movies on this thing, jump on a plane, and be able to get to the other side, you know, without having to load up more content. So that is kind of a downside, but it has an 8 to 9 hour battery life. It runs off of Android 2.3, and it accesses all of Amazon's great online content, from movies to music to TV shows to their books and magazines. Definitely a great device. I think it's going to be a big seller this year.
The price of this one is $199.
Yeah, $199. And for only $50 more, you can actually get the Barnes & Noble Nook Tablet. This is also a new device that's coming out on Thursday or Friday, depending on if you pre-ordered or not. But it's also a 7-inch display. It still has a 1 gigahertz dual-core processor. Again, it only has Wi-Fi only, so you can't go surf the web or access your email on the go. You do have to be at a Wi-Fi hotspot, right? This device, though, does come with 16 gigs of storage, and it does have an expandable option up to 32 gigs. So it's great. You can go up and actually put more stuff on this device than you can the Amazon Kindle. They both run Android apps, so you can download, you know, like you can play Angry Birds, you can download all your favorite apps for Android and play those on these devices. This actually boasts an 11-hour battery life, which is also pretty great, you know, when you're thinking about these tablets. What
does it take to hook up Wi-Fi in your house?
Oh man, you know, it's just really simple.
Pretty easy nowadays.
Really simple nowadays. You know, you just grab a Wi-Fi router from the store and hook it up, and you know, find some nerdy little kid to come over to your house and plug it in for you, and you're ready to go.
What do you think, $100, is that it?
Oh yeah, easily. But both of these devices, you know, if you have a Wi-Fi access point, they could definitely replace an iPad in your life. But for those people who are power users, the iPad is more polished, it's definitely more connected, and it certainly allows you to create content as opposed to just consume content like these other devices do. It definitely also has more storage, a bigger screen, it has a 3G connection so you can get around, but it is, in some cases, it's going to be a couple $100 more. You know, the highest price model, the 64 gig 3G iPad 2, is $829. The lowest price one is, though, $499, and that's only, you know, a couple $100 above what these tablets are doing right now. So, you know, it depends on what you want. It depends on if you need something that's going to be beefier, like an iPad might be for your daily usage, or if you're okay just reading a book on the go, watching a movie on the go, playing a couple apps, and that's about it. Checking your email.
Well, I'll tell you this much: $199 sounds a lot better.
It does. I'm really excited about it this year. I think they're both going to do really great. And look for both of these devices. Go play with them at Target. Go play with them at Barnes & Noble, and take a look at them. All
right. Well, there he is, the great Brian Sheely. Incidentally, the mustache is coming in very, very well for our Movember update. Good work. All right, more of the CBS 5 Morning News will continue right after this.